Will it pick that up? Good. Okay. Well, we'd like to welcome the viewers to KVIL. This is Daniel Ferguson.
And I'm Dennis Miller, and we are here for the play-by-play of this evening's games between the Jefferson City Jays and the Kirksville
Missouri Activities Conference. That's with, they have Battle, Capital City, Helias, Rockbridge, Columbia Hickman, Camdenton, and Smith Cotton are all in that conference. So they play
lots of good teams in that conference.
Absolutely. Kirksville Tigers are they're a Class 4 team, but their record's 15-9 now. After the big win last night against Marshall, they won 14-1 in 5 innings.
Riding a big 3-game winning streak, so hopefully we can carry that momentum on over to today as we get closer and closer to time for districts to start. And we found out today that the Kirksville Tigers will be seated third in the districts, which will begin on May 13th.
Yeah. I guess while we got a little bit of time, I can give the lineups. Batting first, playing center field, number 11, Carter Pinkerton. Batting second, playing second base is going to be number 2, Jace Kent. And batting third,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful city of Jefferson for tonight's contest
is number 23,
of Kirksville and
playing third base.
We're proud members of the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Cole Kelly.
All spectators, this game is competitive, but also educational for all players and students. Let's continue to show respect and sports.
Batting fourth, number 21, the pitcher, Ryder Lyons.
Welcome our guests from Kirksville and wish all players good luck in tonight's game.
Batting, playing left field, number 7,
for the Tigers,
Luke.
number 11, Mr. Carter Pinkerton.
I think I'll stop there.
Number 2, Mr. Jace.
Announcing our players.
Number 23, Mr. Cole Kelly. Number 21, Mr. Ryder Lyons. Number 7, Mr. Luke Helen. Number 22, Mr. Tanner Ferguson. Number 10, Mr. Connor Hall. Number 13, Mr. Malik Rodriguez. And number 4, Mr. Logan Lehman.
Basically the same starting lineup. Same starting lineup as yesterday.
Number 2, Mr. Ethan Lipp. Number 4, Mr. Brody Johns. Number 22, Mr. Jackson Cook. Number 35, Mr. Mason Wall. Number 26, Mr. Eli Miller. Number 20, Mr. Adam Shefferly. Number 8, Mr. Ryan Taxson. Number 5, Mr. Bodie Shuttleworth. And number 21, Mr. Ryan Meyer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will stand, gentlemen, remove your caps, face the flag while we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
Yeah, right, Dennis. There you go.
Daniel, beautiful day for baseball here at what I understand is a brand new facility.
Yeah, I think they just got this field completed. They tore out some houses and tore down some houses, dug into the side of the hill, kind of up on a plateau. Got the bathrooms up here. Got concrete all around. Kind of got the mix of the open dugout with the rail along the front, down the line. So I don't see how deep I don't know what they have for footage down the line. They got a really tall down the left field wall.
Yes.
The chain link is up probably, I don't know, maybe 10 feet tall for maybe 20 feet. So right down the line, it may not be as deep, but it's got a really tall wall. Then it goes to regular size wall down to center field out through. And then down the right field line's the same way. They've got the really tall, 10-foot tall fence. So even it may only be 300 feet, but you're gonna have to get it up in the air to get it up over that fence. So,
and the wind's not going to be much of a factor today. There's a slight breeze, but it's not going to be nearly the factor that it was yesterday.
Yeah, that was brutal last night for sure. Jeff City's completing their warm-up, taking their pitcher warmed up. Pitcher calls for coming down. The catcher calls for coming down, and we're going to be underway here shortly. I don't know what the
Carter
temperature is.
Pinkerton will be leading off for the Tigers. Great game last night. Very selective hitter, so we'll see what we have in store here as we get started today.
Umpire calls for a batter. The ball in play and are ready to go. Ball. A little high to Carter Pinkerton.
1-0 on Carter.
Strike at the knee. Carter being patient, picking out a pitch.
Even
Trying to find one he likes. Another pitch. Bell tie. A lot of that is as a leadoff hitter. You're trying to learn what the umpire's zone is also. So
yeah, you're the first person to see this guy. So.
I only saw a little bit of a breaking ball there out of him, out of the pitcher. Down swinging goes Carter.
Now number 2, Mr. Jace Kent.
Brings up number 2, Jace Kent.
And the Jace pitcher seems to be throwing pretty hard at the moment.
Yeah, I may have to have Shane sneak over there and get us a reading with the radar gun and just see what kind of velocity he's got.
Yes.
Swing and a foul ball back off the fence.
0-1.
Back into play. Little breaking ball for a strike called. Yeah, the pitcher, Eli Miller, is working effectively, working fast. Ball, a little high, inside.
1-2.
Jason, I call that one out of his hand well, so.
Yeah, you don't want a pitcher like this to be able to get his rhythm. And
Jason able to spoil a good pitch. Stuck his hands out, fouled it off.
just barely got a piece of it, enough to stay alive. 1-2.
Ball. It's going to set on the curveball. Jace hits it to the shortstop. Line out. LO6 in your book. Jace was able to stay on that pitch, though.
2 down
Put it
for
in play.
Cole Kelly, who hit a massive home run yesterday and was on base several other times. So we'll see if he can carry that over to today's game.
He's definitely been an anchor of this this batting lineup. He's done a good job of keeping us in games. Another ball outside. So far this year, the Tigers have went how their bats go. If we can rattle those bats and get some pitching, we can win games. Curveball. Got the outside corner for a strike. Cole's ahead 2-0, not him. Now it's 2-1. Oh, a big cut.
So that was an easy first inning for the Jays starting pitcher. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the first with no score.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
Nope,
Okay.
not yet. Ground ball to the shortstop. And he throws Kelly out at first base.
I jinxed that. I apologize. Now we're headed to the bottom of the first with no score.
It was encouraging, though, that it was a ground ball. We're seeing some pitches, taking some good swings, putting the ball in play.
Yes.
I'll have to look through the Jays lineup and see. We were talking about that before the game. The Jays have a varsity team, a JV team, a sophomore team, and a freshman team.
So they're able to be very selective about who they choose to be on their varsity team. It's great to have that luxury.
Yeah, and I would say how you bring them up. You know, if you have a couple of freshmen that aren't quite ready, you leave them down. They have 2 freshman coaches for their team. They have a sophomore coach. Looking through there, they have 2 JV coaches, and then they have 5 varsity assistant coaches.
Which is pretty amazing. Not a lot of staffs are going to have 5 varsity coaches.
Yeah, I can't believe it. You know, Coach Kyle Lashley is very fortunate to have all those assistants to help out with those teams.
Yes.
And I think that's part of the, you get to the Class 5, there's a big jump between Class 5 and Class 4. When you start talking about lumping those in with Jeff City and Helias and Columbia Rockbridge, Hickman, those are some big schools.
Yeah, and actually the Jays would be one of the smaller teams in the conference.
Yeah. After they split with a junior.
This young man up to bat for the Jays is my cousin's grandson.
So Brody Johns is a senior.
Yes.
Chased a nice breaking ball for a strike. Ryder had some nice breaking action on that one. Brody Johns back in the box. He did not miss.
That ball was hit extremely hard.
Yes, it was.
Got to Cole Kelly very quickly. He certainly did everything he could to catch it. So we have 1 on, 1 down here in the.
Next up is number 22, Jackson Kosh. Maybe I had a Daniel Koch that went to school with me, so I think it's any relation. Good ball hit. It's down. Carter Pinkerton fields it on a 1-hop. Sharply back into Connor Hall, the shortstop.
So the Jays have 2 on with 1
Now
out.
batting number 35, Mr. Mason Wall.
Not really a curve, more of a slider, maybe. Some kind of, had a little movement. That was the pitch that he had Holiday reaching on. Or no, Johns reaching on before he was on it. That's a good pitch. So you got him 0-2. What do you get him with here, Dennis?
Yeah, Lions has a variety of pitches.
Struck him out looking. Maybe a little bit outside, but if you got 2 on you, you can't go up there.
Now batting number 26, Mr. Eli Miller.
For the second out. So we got a man on first and second. 2 outs. The pitcher, designated hitter, Eli Miller, is up. Well, the hits haven't really gotten to Ryder. He's coming right after him.
No, he's definitely putting some leather up there. He's doing good.
Sometimes the pitcher gets hit like that, they try to start picking and they get in trouble. He's going right after him.
And he's mixing up his
Ball's
pitches
down in the
very
dirt,
well.
blocked by catcher. Winter makes a nice block. 1-1. People watching home. It's bottom of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Another curveball, stayed on. Oh, just out of the reach of Connor Hall. Ball. Jay's done a good job with 2 outs of going second to home. They didn't. Ball was in the air long enough. The runner was off. And come in. Another ball down low.
1-1.
2-0. First one was a
2-0.
ball.
That's right. Correct.
Caught the outside corner. That's probably the mistake he's made so far in the game. I know they've hit the ball a little bit, but like we talked about, make them hit their way on. Try to be too precise. Straight back, off the screen. Batting now is the 7th place hitter, number 8, Ryan Teoson,
who has a 0-1 count on him.
A little warm out there tonight, maybe up a little bit. Ball. Another just out in the center field, falls just in front of Carter. And Jay's played 2 more. None of those balls were hit overly hard. Just able to get them out of the infield.
Yeah, they're just able to.
They're just staying back.
7th plate number 5, Mr. Bobby Shinower.
And the Tigers are doing everything they can to catch those balls.
They're just kind of in no man's land. Just
So the Jays are doing a very good job of placing timely hits. They need to beat it. They need to beat it.
interesting tidbit there. That last batter, Dennis, was a freshman for Jeff City.
So as we were talking earlier, that is somebody that they are really counting on to be there for them for the future. So
they've got a good mix of juniors, seniors, sophomores, and a freshman playing. So Eli Miller takes his warm-ups for Jeff City. Coming up for the Tigers will be the pitcher, Ryder Lyons, followed by the right fielder, Luke Galen, and the first baseman, Tanner Ferguson. We've got 4, 5, 6. And we can get somebody on, get them in. Jays have their conference at the
Back out for the Tigers, number 21, Mr. Ryder.
Ryder makes his way into the batter's box. Umpire gets set. Puts the ball in play, and we're ready to start the second inning. Outside, ball 1. Caught the outside corner for a strike.
Evens up the count at 1-1.
Yeah. It's a beautiful evening, Dennis. Not much breeze, just a little bit. Sun shining, nice warm day. A little high, the umpire says, high.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Trying to adjust his helmet. Digs in, even with the plate. Another pitch outside.
3-1. So Ryder has a chance to help himself here.
Pick out something to hit. Oh, and stayed on that one and rakes it into left field. Just over the third baseman's head. One bounces to the left fielder and he gets it back into the shortstop. Great hit.
Got that right off the end of the bat.
Carson Kelly, courtesy runner for Ryder Lines. Into the game at first base. Stepping to the plate, number 7, Luke Galen. Umpire fixes his mask. Puts the ball in play. Luke swings at the first pitch. It's fouled off. Shortstop calls off the third baseman and makes the catch.
Number 22, Mr. Tanner Ferguson.
So Tanner Ferguson up to bat.
Left-hander, even with the plate.
Yesterday's winning pitcher.
Yeah, I did a good job last night, didn't I? Saw a little humpback curve for a strike. Hard hit, out to right field. But the right fielder's able to come in and catch it in front of the fence.
For the second out.
For the second out. Just a loud out.
Hard hit, although very solidly hit.
Yeah, he's made some good contact.
Now batting number 10, Mr. Connor Hall.
I think they might be the same.
You know, all this is encouraging to see going into districts. Coaches have done a good job of getting those guys to make contact and take good at bats. That's what we're working towards. So,
and as I've said repeatedly, we're very patient at the plate. We're not swinging at bad pitches.
Swinging at the strikes. That was fouled off and caught by the catcher. That's never an easy play. Have to track it and squeeze that ball.
Yes.
Did a great job there catching that ball.
A lot of things react to very quickly when that happens.
There it is. Carson Kelly taking second base. Throw offline, goes into center field, but he holds up at second base. Coach Jackson's holding. Huh? Being aggressive on the bases.
But it's also good that he stopped at second.
Got Carson Kelly into second base, yeah. We've gotten better jumps too as we go through the year. It's interesting. It's fouled off into this. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. But I feel like we're doing a better job of stealing bases. They're seeing the ball, getting those jumps.
Yeah, this is obviously a very well-schooled team on the fundamentals of baseball, and that's so refreshing to see.
Another swung on, fouled off, was able to be held up by the catcher.
A lot of that going around this inning.
Yep. So Connor Hall goes down swinging. Strike 3, caught by the catcher. We got him on those.
So the Tigers leave 1 on, and we head to the bottom of the second, with Jefferson City still leading 3-0.
So as we were talking about districts, I was told we're going to be the 3 seed. So it was Boonville, Moberly, Kirksville, Chillicothe, and then Macon. So 4 will play 5 Friday night as a play-in game. And the winner of that will take on Boonville for the first game Monday in 2 weeks. And will be the late game to play Moberly at 7 o'clock. Those games will be hosted in Moberly.
So that'll be the semifinals of the.
Starting back off with Jays, number 21, Mr. Ryan Meyer.
And it's very good that Tigers were able to get that 3rd seed with the 2 games coming up on Saturday.
It'll be good. So we'll go over our upcoming schedule in the next inning. So Ryder Lions starts off.
There's not much fun about it.
Another one of those little flares. Just over the shortstop, in front of the center fielder. Carter Pinkerton comes in on one bounce, makes the play, fires it back in. They're just
Number 2, Mr. Ethan Wood.
Correction, and I'm thinking the dates are next week, but they're actually the week
2
after.
weeks. Right back in. Steps off, checks him. Quickly back up, takes his lead. Ryder gets his sign. Ball, a little high. A little cat and mouse going on here. Runner takes his lead. The Tigers are watching him, holding him on.
Yeah, Ryder's got to be careful not to focus all of his energy on the runner.
Batter, on the runner, because he's trying to work so quickly to home that I'm not sure his arm can catch up with his lower half, and he's leaving the ball up. There's a nice pitch. Oh, that ball's scorched to right field. One hops the fence. Luke Haley quick gets it in. Great throw.
Now batting number 4, Mr. Brody Giles.
Great job by Luke Haley. Get that ball on one hop, fire it back in, and they make the throw to home plate. So a long double, but the runner at first held up just long enough that he couldn't score on that. So the Jays have 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
Brody Johns up to bat. He is 1 for 1 on the day.
Just missed, long for a ball. Nasty curveball. Swung on, missed.
Even up the count on Mr. Johns.
He wanted that one. Wouldn't be fooled though. That's some of what he did last time, and then he ended up doubling. And then he got a single. Another hard hit ball. Cole Kelly gathers it up. Looks the runner back to 3rd. Makes a strong throw over to Tanner. 1 out.
Excellent play by Cole Kelly.
He was. That ball was hit hard.
Mr. Jackson.
So there are 2 on now, with 2 on.
They don't call that the hot corner for nothing, Dennis.
That is correct. And he's made some outstanding plays the last couple of days.
He has. He never backed up from it. Stayed in front of it, knocked it down.
Cole's just a good all-around athlete. Well, he's only a junior, so we have him.
Took that for a ball, Dennis.
So
1-0
on the batter.
There was the curve. Kind of the same pitch. Started up just inside just a little bit more. Got him to swing at it. Still 2nd and 3rd. 1 out.
Or is it 1 out?
1 out.
1 out. 1 out with 1-1 on the batter.
Yep. Hard hit ball out to Luke Halen. Makes the catch. Fires it back into Tanner. Just not quite in time.
Another really nice play.
Yeah, you just have to try to execute. They did a great job of holding the runner until Luke
Now
caught
batting
it.
number 35, Mr. Mason Wall.
It was just deep enough on the sacrifice fly to get a run in. 2 out. Up now is number 35, Mason Wall. Fouled out of play.
Boy, the Jays are not getting cheated on their swings.
They are not. They take some good hacks. Runner at second went ahead and went to third on that too, Dennis. So we have a runner at third.
With 2 out.
Be nice to strand him there and
Yes.
just give up one this inning. Inside, ball 2. Ooh, just missed.
3-1.
A little outside. They're well disciplined at the plate. They see a lot of pitches. They're making Ryder come through. Hard hit ball. Cole Kelly snatches it up. He's got it though. Makes a nice throw over to Tanner Ferguson.
What an excellent play. Cole
That
Kelly's
ball was
getting a
hit.
workout over there today.
That ball was hit hard, dude.
But the Jays strand one, but they also plate one. So at the end of 2 innings, the Jays lead the Tigers 4-0 as we head into the top of the third.
Yeah, Ryder's working very efficient.
Yes, he is. But the Jays are,
That's a good lineup that they've got put together. He's trying to work through.
as I said, their record is very deceiving because this is a good ball team.
Oh, let's see. Leading off the Cardinals this time, Tigers this time will be number 8, number 13, Malik Rodriguez, the left fielder tonight. So he's kind of moved him around. He got him in left field, batting 8th. So the senior Malik Rodriguez will be batting leadoff for the Tigers, and then we have the DH tonight's going to be number 4, Logan Lehman. And it'll roll our lineup back over to number 11, Carter Pinkerton. So we've got 8, 9, and back to the
So
top.
some good
one.
speed coming up here if we can get some runners on base and make some things happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To the top of the third.
Starting back off with the Tigers, number 13, Mr. Malik Rodriguez.
Moving right along, Dennis, really.
Good to have players like this gentleman at the plate who are versatile.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So number 13, left fielder, Malik Rodriguez. Looks at the ball. Malik steps back into the box.
Heads up!
Pops it straight back. Scared me. I saw it go up, but off the bat, but wasn't sure how far back it went. Malik sees a nasty curveball. So after seeing dead red from Miller, he slows him down and gives him a little humpback curve. Another curveball, nasty.
Substitute plate number 4, Mr. Logan Lehman.
I can only assume that after he was on that fastball, they weren't going to give him something to hit like that again. He just missed that pitch.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So up now is the DH, the senior, number 4, Logan Lehman.
Another very versatile, very fast.
And you're talking about your speed. So Logan thinks bunt, just misses it, getting it down, and no harm, no foul, and back in the box. 0-1. Ooh. Swung on, missed. to say that for Miller, too. He isn't messing around either. He's coming right after these hitters. Oh, nasty. I think he's actually getting better with that curve. That's got some bite on it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens as a pitcher gets more settled and starts to feel his pitches a little bit more.
Maybe the heat. Out, you get that grip. He's definitely pulling a string on these boys. Ooh, that's another one. That wasn't really the curve as much as maybe a cutter. The bottom just fell out of that on Carter. Batting's number 11, Carter Pinkerton. 0-1. Oh, off the knob. High and up to Carter does a little defensive. It hits off the knob of the bat.
Wow.
So foul ball.
Deal.
Crazy things that happen in baseball, Dennis.
That is correct.
Crazy things that happen.
But better at the knob than his wrist.
Pitcher fields the ball, takes it himself, runs it over to first base, tags the base, and Carter Pinkerton's out.
So that takes care of the third inning. As Jefferson City still leads Kirksville Tigers 4-0. Kirksville just not able to string enough hits together to get a run across. Facing a very good pitcher who unfortunately seems to be getting into his groove a little bit.
Yeah, I would have to say absolutely. Once he got through that first and found his rhythm, he's keeping these hitters off balance.
Of course, we're the second to the lineup, and it's so he's seen the hitters and they've seen him. So
yeah, maybe that'll help him the next time through. But he's very, I don't know if the people at home can see that. He's very deceiving. He has the same arm angle. I don't know that he's given that pitch away. You maybe picked the spin up, but as far as arm angle and giving that pitch away, he's just a little low. Misses for a ball.
1-0. Ryder needs a quick 1-2-3 inning here.
High and inside, right at the elbows for a ball.
1-1.
This Miller boy is he got to be pushing 6'2" something, 220 maybe. He's pretty lean, good looking athlete.
Of course,
as a junior,
the Jays have a long history of outstanding athletes. Very venerable program here.
A little low, so a walk to Miller. It's a man on first.
Nobody out.
Now batting number 20, Mr. Adam Jefferson.
Adam Shapiri, I believe how they pronounce it. He's a sophomore. Up to bat. He's the right fielder. Just a little outside for a ball.
1-0.
Runner at first gets his lead. Ryder throws that one right down the middle for a strike.
1-1.
Tanner over at first, holding the runner out. Jace is kind of playing him up the middle. Second baseman, shaded towards second base. Another good block by Keegan Rayner. For a ball. Counts 2-1, nobody out. Runner on first. Little flare out to right field. That's trouble. Luke is running just out of his reach. Luke again was coming hard on that. Kind of fell in no man's land out there.
Very good that it went foul.
A little harmless foul. That could have been trouble down the line.
Yeah, that ball was solidly hit.
So Shapiri digs back in at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. What will Ryder do here? Misses in. Full count. Pretty nice pitch. Pretty nice pitch. Maybe in, maybe high. Just maybe it didn't like it, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Man, as a pitcher against a team like this, you got to have that call to stay in the game.
Right.
Yeah, I'm right. They go get Ryder. They're gonna close the book on him. No use. He got his work in.
Yes, he did. We need him for districts.
Stretched his arm out a little bit.
Obviously, we want to win this game, but we still have a lot of games, as I said, two coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely. Yeah. These are just using these just as a tune-up game to cruise into districts and have your team ready to play. So coming to the pitch for the Tigers, number 7, Luke Cahalan. Takes these warm-up tosses. The other thing I like about Derek and going and getting him is that pitch that could have been a strike in anybody's book. You know, I heard the crowd grumbling. They were right. I was right here. I mean, that was can't be high and maybe inside. I don't know, but
right.
You see the pitchers. You know, you see his emotion. You don't want anything to happen and take a good outing and make it into something
Correct.
bad. So
Correct.
Yeah, tip your hat, go on, and Ryder can't be sad about any of that. He pitched well against a really good lineup.
Yes, he did. And of course, Ryder is a junior, so
Absolutely.
another year to develop even further.
Absolutely. He's well this year. And maybe that'll change a little bit too. Ryder's a right-handed pitcher, so now we brought in Galen. He's a left-handed pitcher. So they had seen him. That was the second time through the lineup to see him. So make the change and show him the lefty. Ball. Batter steps into the box. Umpire puts the ball in play. First pitch to Ryan Payson is a strike.
Starts him off with a strike, 0-1.
So another rundown. We have man on first and second for the Jays. 2 on and nobody out. Show back Luke. Luke fields the ball right back to him. Makes a nice strong throw over to Cole Kelly. And they were able to get the runner at third base. So
nice play.
Now batting number 5, Mr. Bodie Show.
that ball was hit just a little, sacrificed just a little bit too hard back to the pitcher. Luke, left hand, snatched it up, made a good throw to third base. Like to see that. Ball on. Hard hit ball out to center field. Cam Sutton makes the play. Good strong throw into the shortstop, Connor Hall, and they failed to move the runners up. So now we got first and second, 2 outs.
40-0 Jays.
Oh, hit pitch. So the number 9 hitter, sophomore, 21 Ryan Myers, hit by the pitch to load the bases.
Now batting number 2, Mr. Ethan Wood.
So the bases are loaded with just 1 out.
2 outs.
2 outs.
We were able to get the runner at third, cut down on the failed sacrifice, and then we had the fly out. You were hoping to try to get ahead on that guy out and get out of this inning.
Great play was
You know,
made.
he wasn't trying to hit him, but just the bad luck keeps fire on, piling it on. So now it's bases loaded for the Jays with their leadoff hitter on. Just misses low for a ball. Low and inside. Lopez flew to center field, flew out to center field, and he doubled off the right field wall last time. Well, no place to put him.
No.
3 balls, no strikes.
Definitely going to get something to hit
Bases
here.
loaded.
Runners will be off of the pitch.
Can't imagine they wouldn't give this boy the green light. Shows bunt. Umpire helps him out. It's probably the same space it's always been, but calls it a strike. 3-1 on Lip. Worked him to a full count. So it kind of amazes me that Lip has doubled off the wall and standing up there trying to draw a walk. That just baffles me in a game you're ahead. You know, as a hitter, you'd think you want to try to drive in a run, but maybe not. I don't know. Or he'd stand there and draw the walk.
Now batting number 4, Mr. Brody John.
So bases are still loaded in for 2 outs. Ball gets down, out to center field. Carter Pickerton throws it back in to the catcher. 8-21 came in to score, Dennis. So Tayson and Meyer both able to come in and score on that.
16.
Now batting number 22, Mr. Jackson Killer.
7. They had 1 before that.
Okay, 7-0. Yeah, that's correct. So
Johns wasn't up there to walk. He lined. Nice hit out to center field. So now there's a man on first and third. Lip, the walk went around to third base. So first and third, 2 outs.
bottom of the third.
Check on the runner at first. Maybe trying to catch him leaning. The junior 22, Jackson Cock, up to plate. He's had a single and a sack to right field. Just misses outside. Jay's done a good job. If he brings it anywhere around that plate, they're good about taking a hack at it. Blocked. Runner from first takes second on the ball in the dirt.
And the beat continues.
Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Umpire says yes, he did. Strike.
We needed that.
Just outside.
If I was coming for soccer, I would have parked that.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 on.
Bottom of the third.
Ground ball, Cole Kelly over to his left. Ball took a funny hop on him with that spin on it. Knocks it down, but couldn't corral it. Hard play coming across his body and can't make the play.
Set up to plate number 35, Mr. Mason Wall.
Yeah, Cole's had a busy day over there at third.
Yeah, coming hard on the play. This open number 2, the second baseman. Jace Kent. Jace gets in the box, digs in, umpire puts the ball in play. Low, Dennis. That's a nice pitch. That's what I was talking about in consistency. That looks like that's close right to the knees, but he doesn't like it. Miller shakes it off, and
unfortunately, his opinion's the one that counts.
Yeah, that's correct. And that was a high for a ball. That ball was high. So 3 balls, no strikes. Let's see what Jace does here. He's going to make him come to him. Takes that pitch outside. So a little bit of taste of their own medicine. Lead-off walk.
Good job by Jace, excuse me.
Now batting number 23, Mr. Cole Kelly.
So we were talking about, Dennis, trying to dig back in and get a little momentum here. Number 23, the third baseman, Cole Kelly, now batting. Strike on the first pitch to Kelly.
Yeah, right now we need base runners. You can't score an 8-run home run.
So hard to tell from here. I think those balls have a little tail on them. They don't look like they're strikes, but as it come across the plate, it catches it.
Yeah, they
it's
kind
hard
of
to see from
float
this
in there.
angle. So many times, we question the umpires, but they're sitting right there. They have a really good view of it. And like you said, Dennis, we don't get to make that decision. It's up to them.
And as we say, all you can ask for is consistency.
Yep. Up and in to Cole, ball 2. See a pitcher, he's been squeezing the Kirksville up right. So we've just missed some pitches and fouled some off, and they've squared theirs up. So that's the difference. Jace takes his lead at first base. I think Miller's trying to overthrow it now. That's something interesting about this field I've noticed too, is now that the sun is right there, it is right in the pitcher's eyes. Mm-hmm. It's facing all the fielders. It's at the hitter's back, the catcher's back, but it is in the fielder's eyes. I noticed that when the catcher threw it up just a little bit high to the pitcher, and he just couldn't hardly see that ball. Right. Hit him. So that's the one that he likes.
Nice in the bottom of the third to get that. Come on.
Catches the outside corner for a strike, so a full count.
Cole's doing a good job of working the pitcher.
Stays on it. Hits a ground ball just past the shortstop into left field.
Nice piece of hitting. So we have something going here. 2 on, nobody out.
Now batting number 21, Mr. Ryder.
Number 21, the right fielder, Ryder Lyons. That's that outside pitch. He continues to go there. He's figured out the umpire calls that. I would probably live there if I was a pitcher. That's going to be hard to hit and do anything with.
Yeah.
They're going to have to just take it to right field, stick your bat out and take it to right, because that's that pitch I was talking about. It's way outside, but he tried to pull it, fly out to center field.
That is our
First out.
First out.
Since it was kind of to the
I'm sure
third base side of second base, the runners had to hold up and couldn't advance.
I'm sure Ryder wishes he had that pitch back.
Yeah, it's just kind of a coaching moment. You hope that they see that. Starts Luke Halen off with a strike. The Pitcher of record right now is number 7, Luke Cahalan up to bat, left-hander. So you have to work these left-handers a little different. He's getting that pitch for right-handed pitchers.
I need both of your guys' opinion.
That was a nasty cutter. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Jace Kent at second base. Cole Kelly at first base, get their lead. Oh, there's a hard hit ball into center field for Luke Cahalan. Center fielder with a great arm, throws it back in. One hops to the catcher. Bases loaded.
Just one out.
Luke was able to stay on that ball and hit it into center field.
Now batting number 22.
Very nice piece of hitting.
Well, Tanner flew out to right field last time. With one out here, even that would get us a run and get us on the board. So with bases loaded, one out, you're just hoping that start him off with a curveball. Start him off with a curveball. I'm sure that he's another one that after he hit that fastball last time, he's not going to get to see that again. High, up, ball, one. If I was Tanner, I'd be setting on that curve and try to do something with that one. And he did. And swung clear out of his. Went to the curveball again, fouled off into the dugout. Got to try to protect here, Dennis. Put the ball in play, swing and a miss. High heat. Down goes Tanner, swinging. That boy reached back and found a little extra on that one.
Right.
Now batting number 10, Mr. Connor.
I suppose in that position you tell your pitcher, you're going to throw gas. You better throw gas. There's the strike over the outside. That's a little humpback pitch he likes to throw to right-handers. Cut, I guess, to the right-hander. Ball low.
We are making the pitcher work a little bit.
Something I missed too, Dennis. So whenever Luke had his hit, they did go ahead and put Kelly in for him to run at first base. So now we have Carson Kelly at first, Cole Kelly at second base.
We had that at one point yesterday, so Kelly boys both with tremendous speed.
Jace is out at third. Ball. Carson Hall has worked the count into his favor, 3-1. 2 outs, bases loaded. Fouled straight back. Hoping Tanner could have put the ball in place somewhere in that at bat and maybe try to play to run. But Miller was able to bear down and come after him. He's kind of bowed his shoulder and bowed his neck up and high. Connor Hall draws a walk and walks in the first run.
So it's 8-1
on the board.
As first one scores on a walk. But we'll take him however we can get him at this point.
Now batting, number 13, Malik Rodriguez. Takes a ball low. Hard hit ball, foul off the right side. Off the screen, falls into the Tiger dugout.
1-1.
One ball, one strike. Hard hit ball to third base. One hops the bag. Third baseman's able to make the play. Fields the ground ball. Touches third just before Carson can slide in. So we played it a run, Dennis.
So that does it for the top of the fourth, but the Tigers get on the board, scoring 1 run. leaving runners on base, but we head to the bottom of the fourth with the Jefferson City Jays leading the Kirksville Tigers 4-1, or 8-1, excuse me.
Luke Galen still in the game, doing the pitching for the Tigers, taking his warm-up tosses. Folks watching at home, you can't quite see. We still have Malik Rodriguez out in left field. Carter Pinkerton's in center field.
Trying to back off for Jays, number 26, Mr. Eli.
Ryder Lyons is in right field. Was pitching, stayed in the game at right field. Tanner will remain at first base. We got Jace Kent at second base. Connor Hall at shortstop. Cole Kelly at third base. Keegan Wayner's doing the catching, and we've got Luke Galen pitching. Luke takes the dresses, makes a pitch. Swung on. Fouled off into the right field line.
That was the joke.
We've got a soccer game going on behind us, so the stands are full of soccer fans, I guess you name for the soccer fans. Foul balls over there that they don't have any ideas coming. Rains down onto their bleachers. Ball. Low for a ball on the batter. This is the pitcher, designated hitter, 26, Eli Miller, batting for the Jays. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out.
Nobody on.
Another great cut, fouled off the screen, straight back.
Evens the count at 2-2.
Luke's keeping him off balance though. He's fouled one off to the right side, and he's kind of off balance on that one. Luke's got him set up here, 2-2. High. Pushes the count to full.
No, we're not agreeing with you at all. I'm not agreeing with you at all. What are you talking about,
Swung on. Flared out to right field. Back to make the catch is Ryder Lyons.
Now, man, number 20,
First out of the inning.
Jeff City Jays fans behind me got a little excited on that one. That was just a little flare down out to the right field. Number 20, Adam Shapiri, starts out with a called strike 1. Foul ball into the soccer fans off to the right side.
Thank goodness.
They scatter their
Yes,
umbrellas.
they did.
Quickly 0-2 on Shapiri.
This Jays team's a dangerous team. They can win in a lot of different ways.
Well, that's what I'm just getting out here, Dennis. So his MO was walk. He walked both times on not 3-1 and 3-1 and walk. So this time he's up there hacking. So maybe just a different way to attack the ball, I guess. Fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Fouled into the Jays dugout down the third base line.
He's scouting balls all over the place.
Yeah, it's got that open dugout, so turn and pull one down the third baseline, somebody could take their teeth. Coming to the plate.
Good speed coming up.
Miller's still in the pitch. So I might touch on the conference, the NCMC. There were some games played last night that were interesting. Hannibal's still leading the conference 8-2. Fulton's at 7-2, but they have to play Mexico. Mexico's at 4-5. They have to play Fulton. Moberly's at 5-3. They play Marshall for 2. Marshall was 0-8, and they have to play Moberly for 2. And Kirksville's done with conference play with a record of 4-6. So I can't.
Conference for the most part.
So leading off, number 4, the DH, Logan Lehman, takes the first pitch, fouls it off for a strike.
0-1.
Miller steps off, gets his sign. Next pitch. Oh, there's the curve that he throws to the right-handers. Just got a little cut. The umpire likes it. Catches just enough of the plate, he says, and then that makes you chase.
And if the umpire likes it, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Logan goes down swinging for out number 1.
Now batting number 11, Mr. Carter Pinkerton.
Back to the top of the lineup with Carter Pinkerton.
The left-hander. Tried that little cutter and missed. I think he's a little bit more careful with the left-hander because he doesn't want to hit him, because when it comes across, it's in the batter's box. So, yeah, he went right back to the fastball for a strike. Ooh, that ball was, I don't know, pretty good pitch. Didn't like it. Low at the knees for a ball. Back up high, 3-1.
3-1.
Catcher throws it into the sun. We just talked about the pitcher was able to knock it down but couldn't catch it.
Yeah, the sun's going to be a factor until it sets. Unfortunately, the game will be over by then.
Maybe the way that this field is positioned in the spring, that sun is nasty. Good cut. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Works the count full, Dennis.
Carter has such a good eye up there.
That nasty little cutter got him down swing, cutting it
2 out.
swing for 3.
As Jace Kent heads to the plate.
7th plate number 2, Mr. Chase Hill.
So fouled off. I'd like to think that the Tigers are going back to the dugout and talking about their at-bats, so he has lived with that curve, inside, outside on the right-handers, and then gone to the fastball some, but likes that cut. Jace hits the fastball into center field. Center field's coming hard. Dives. Makes the catch.
So 1-2-3 inning for the Jays, and we now head to the bottom of the 5th. The Jays still leading the Tigers 8-1. Kirksville needs to do the same thing to the Jays that they did to us in the top of the inning.
Yeah. So bottom of 5. Jays are leading the Kirksville Tigers 8-1. Jays will have the 9 flip it over to the leadoff hitter, 1-2 to start the inning. Oh, we got a new pitcher, Dennis. Number 1, Carson Kelly is going to come in and pitch.
So we haven't seen Carson for a while, so we'll
Third base. Carter's in center. Ryder's in right. And I believe they've got Luke Cahalan in left field.
and the guy that makes the most outstanding play comes out to bat the next.
Gives chase. Out of sight over by the first base dugout. Him and Ryder were giving chase on that. Couldn't corral it. Just kept tailing away from him.
Just ran out of room.
One ball, one strike. Ball by Keegan Waiter. Dresses a rubber into his windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Jace Kent circles around and makes the catch.
OUT. The first out of the inning.
Now batting number 2, Mr. Ethan.
It's a good way to start for Carson Kelly.
Yeah, being aggressive, coming right at him. This is the junior, number 2, left fielder, Ethan Lip. Carson gets his sign, looks in. There's the pitch. Ball. A little high. Ball 2.
2-0.
Carson's got a little velocity on him. I can hear it pop in the mitt tonight. Just needs to work down the hill just a little bit and finish on those pitches. Just leaving the ball a little high. Lip squares to bunt. Takes the walk.
4 straight pitches, I believe.
7 to plate number 4, Mr.
So
Pokey
1
Jack.
on, 1 out. Jefferson City has yet to go down in order.
Now batting for the Jays is number 4, Brody Johns.
One for 2 today.
On the runner at first base. Misses high. Struggling on the mound just a little bit.
Just a little bit. He's
Crowd's
lost
come to
his
finish
strike
down.
zone. Just a little bit high on these pitches. Needs to just...
All these mounds, Dennis, are just a little different.
Yeah.
Some are shaggy, some are not. Oh, there's a hard hit ball down the left field line. A long, loud strike is what that is. Come inside and Johns pulled the ball a little bit. Let's see where Luke stops. Yeah, I think he's probably stopped in the a little closer to the line after that. The outfielders haven't pulled straight away. Got him. Ooh, he got him at first. No, caught him over at first base, flat-footed. Tanner tagged him on the hand, but they say his other mitt got back in, maybe. I don't know what happened over there. It looked like he was out from here.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have replay.
Yeah, and
Baseball,
sure
so...
that it didn't catch the first base umpire off guard. The time he looked over and had the, it was maybe behind. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but he looked like he was out at first base. So, one ball swung on, deep center field. Carter Pinkerton makes the catch.
So it all worked out for the
Ball throw it back into Jay's kit. 2 outs.
2 outs. 1 on.
Now batting number 22, Mr. Jackson Cook.
The junior, number 22, Jackson Cox, steps up to the plate. The catcher. Check on the runner again. He dives back in. Carson from the stretch. Another nice move by Carson. Puts the ball right on the runner. I was starting to say about the mound, Dennis, is some of these mounds are slick, some are rough, some are thick. Tries to back pick him at first base. Mr. Lip is getting a lot of attention down there at first base.
Yes, he is. He's lucky to still be there.
You know, I like to see the boys confident throwing the ball down. They're keeping him close at first base. He could have a little confidence to try that play. Throw it off into the brush. That ball was pitch was a ball, a little high. Tried to back pick him again. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first.
And of course, another thing about this mound is that it's basically brand new.
The ball's hit hard to right field, back at the wall. It's caught in front of the wall by Ryder Lyons at the Jeff City sign. Great play. He's tracking it the whole way, and that's the 3rd out for the Tigers.
So the Jays are held scoreless, I believe, for the first time today as we head to the top of the 6th. It's getting late. The Tigers.
That's the 2nd inning in a row, Dennis. We had them score in the 4th inning also.
Yes.
So
Okay. So we head to the top of the 6th. Tigers have work to do if they want to get back in this game. It's 8-1.
Yeah, that was a nice inning by Carson Kelly.
Yeah, he did well.
A couple hard hit balls, but he was able to find the strike zone after walking one and settled down.
But again, like I was saying about this mound, it's basically brand new, so it hasn't had time to
Work in.
Probably even settle yet.
Yep, I like it. The other thing I noticed too is it's a grass infield or outfield with the turf.
Right.
So the kids are do you wear spikes, to run in the grass and get that traction since it's wet? And then you come back in and you get on the turf and now you've got those long cleats on. If you're an infielder, you're probably going to want to try to use your turf shoes. So the ones,
it's definitely
the
a
utility
transition.
guys like Carson Kelly are, they're wanting to use the spike so that they can play in the outfield and run on the grass. So
And that could also cause some of the bounces that we've had today, as the ball goes from turf to grass.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I know that cheapens it up. That's what they're after. It's a huge cost to go all turf, but.
Right.
And we have talked about that before too. Is you get those kids that are wearing the longer cleats for the grass, they come running in, and maybe they snag their cleat, those tall cleats on the grass or on the turf, and then you have an ankle or you have a knee injury. Is the $500,000 you spent on that worth their injury?
To go with all one or all the other.
So I know that the talk is that you don't have to maintain the pitching mound and the circle and the boxes and the dirt, but then you also have to have the grass mowed and somebody has to maintain it. And
it's also going to affect your ability, could affect your ability to play games after a hard rain.
Yeah, I would think so too. I don't know.
Depending on the drainage in the outfield.
So, leading off, top of the 6th, number 23, Cole Kelly. That's that curveball, starts him off outside, swing and a miss. Strike 1. He was hunting that pitch, it's got more break on it than they realize, I think.
Yeah.
And if it's catching that outside corner, there ain't very much of it catching that corner. So, another swing and a miss, strike 2.
0-2.
stayed on that pitch. Took it just past the first baseman in the foul territory.
Just enough to stay alive up there.
Right fielder
Barely got a piece of that.
Ball back in. So it counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kelly. Gonna go outside again. Way outside. Well, he called for it outside. He got it outside.
He definitely did that.
Miller takes his sign. Another foul down the third base side. Kelly steps back in. Umpire puts the ball in play. Oh, he missed one to hit there. They went after him with a fastball and left it over the middle. Cole would like to have that one back.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back, definitely.
Back in. Umpire puts it in play. Catcher calls for the ball down. Caught him looking. Strikeout, backward K. The first out, Dennis.
Now batting number 21, Mr. Rutherland.
I don't know if the catcher's actually calling the pitches or not, but that was a good pitch call.
Yes, it was. It really was. One of the few strikeouts we've had today.
Batting for the Tigers right now is number 21, the right fielder, Ryder Lyons. Back up the middle. Second baseman makes a play. Oh, made it close at first base, but Ryder beats it out. The second baseman went deep in the hole to get to that ball. Threw a
Ryder just a little bit too fast for him.
Yeah, threw a ball and on line, but Ryder was able to beat it out. That's why you never take it for granted and run hard out of the box. Ryder was running hard all the way and maybe able to leg that out. So now batting is Luke Galen for the Tigers. Strike starts him out with a little hump back. Kind of a cutter, curve, whatever that is, for a strike. Luke gets back in the box, gets his sign. Low. Coach Jackson giving him the sign. Ryder has seen it, takes his lead. Luke has seen the sign, back in the box. Up high for a ball. One more time through the signs. Miller dresses the rubber. Belt high fastball for a strike. Miller's not afraid to go back to that fastball when he needs to locate one.
No.
He likes to work that curve and works that little cutter, but when he has to have one, he likes to come back to that fastball. Oh, that one got away from him. Hit by a pitch.
Painful way to get a runner, but
you don't have to kill it here. Just put it in play. Now batting for the Tigers.
Number 22, Mr. Jefferson.
For a strike. He's giving Tanner fits for the ball. Has movement on it, Dennis. It's just hard to square him up. Just missed. Up high for a ball. Even those ones that miss have a lot of movement on them.
right.
Look like they're going to... He must really spin that ball well. Out on his front foot a little bit. Kind of a nasty little cutter, hook. You're on it. Trust your hands. Tanner back in the box. Fouls it off.
Just got a piece of that one.
got a piece of it. I like to see Tanner just slow down and just try to put the ball in play here. You don't have to kill it. Just trust your hands.
Right now we need base runners.
Another high and inside, just misses his head.
Goodness.
He's no stranger to that. Hitting the head twice this year. Always dangerous. Fouled off down the first base side.
Tanner doing a good job of just taking a piece of those pitches and fouling them off.
Yeah, that's what I would tell him. Just relax, take a deep breath. They're going to try to get you out with that curveball inside. Just try to put it in play somewhere with one out. Move the runners along. Maybe make them make a mistake and get a run here. Up high. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 5, 6, 7 pitches. This is the 8th pitch of at bat. So good battle. Like to see him win it here. That's all right. Wow. The umpire calls him out on a high strike.
Number 10, Mr. Connor Hall.
Crowd gives him hell, as they should. That's where we're talking about that consistency. You know,
Yes.
That's where you always get in trouble as an umpire, when you're not consistent.
Yes.
And you start, you know, the batters are looking for one thing, and you're not there, and then there you go. And then,
As I said earlier, if it's a strike for one person, it needs to be a strike for the next person.
yeah. So. Now batting, number 10, Connor Hall. That's another one that, I mean, that's, you know, from where we're at, it's clear in this box, but he must like it. So I guess you got to get clear on the plate, maybe up on the plate, and try to take that ball the other direction, because he's calling it. And it's fouled on, or swung on, hit to the shortstop. He flips it to the second baseman and is able to get at second base on Luke.
So we had no runs, 1 runner left on base as we head to the bottom of the 6th, with Jefferson City still leading 8-1. So Kirksville's got one more chance in the top of the 7th to get something going. It's not going to be easy, because this is a very, very talented Jefferson City Jays team.
Yes, it is. Well, and that's what I would go back to. You know, you guys are talking about the umpire. It seems harmless, but those little things, when you're battling, you're playing a team like this that are, you know, any little thing makes a difference. You don't get those calls. They took a couple walks that, yeah, on questionable pitches that he calls ball 4 on them. They get a couple guys going, and we don't get that call, and it gets us out. The call on the way outside on that plate to Connor Hall, then it causes him to reach, because he's having to swing at balls that are not strikes.
Right.
So if they're outside in the other box and they're not a strike, and you start reaching and that. Up to bat is the junior, number 35, Mason Wall. So there we go again. Way outside, but called a strike. So if you know that is Carson Kelly, I would live there and never even throw one over the plate. If he's going to call that all night long, I would probably never go back there. Ball, low.
Yep.
Because like we very well know, if the ball's outside, they're going to have to take it the other way, and it's hard to hit that ball hard. Down for a ball. Counts 2-1. Fouled off. Caught by the catcher, Keegan Rayner. Strike 1. Bouncing ball for a ball. Runner at first takes his lead. Ball bounce on the ground. Keegan tried to block it. Rolls up his chest protector and over to the right side. Runner at first takes second.
One of the few errors that Kirksville's just a tough pitch.
He got it blocked, but he couldn't corral it. It rolled right up his chest. Got a courtesy runner coming in for the Jays, or a pinch runner coming in for the Jays. Number 27, Landon Case, will run. So after the pinch runner comes in, Carson with the stretch. Got a runner at second. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out.
Bottom of the 6th.
Ball is hit into center field. The shortstop, Connor Hall, drifts just behind second base into the grass and makes the catch.
Now batting number 20, Mr. Adam Jefferson.
After the flyout, Dennis, we have 1 out, runner on second base. Adam Shapiri comes to bat. Takes a ball high. Ball down.
2-0.
Swung on, fouled off. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out.
No, on first. Or
Second.
Second.
No, second.
Second.
Called strike at the knees. Carson's back ahead. Check on the runner at second. A little high, but Connor Hall was able to knock it down and keep it from going into center field. Carson gets his sign. Hammered down the left field line. They do have a huge net down the left field line to keep the balls in. You can see that at home, but maybe 20 feet behind the dugout, there's a house on the third base side.
Yeah, I'm
A
not
great
sure I'd want to
view
live
from
that
your
close
deck.
to.
Hit hard out in the center field, but it looks like Carter Pickerton has it tracked well. Yes, he does. He makes the catch, fires the ball back into Connor Hall, and keeps the runner at second base.
So there's 2 out.
Now batting number 8, Mr. Ryan.
Sir. You gotta start over again.
Number 7, Nathan Protect. Number 9, Chloe Crane. Number 10, Elena Meyer. Number 18, Sarah Wintermeister. Number 19, Cody Northwender. Number 21, Jenny York.
And number 8, Ryan Tayson, the third baseman's up to bat, fouls the ball off. Down the third base side. Loud strike, 0-1, 2 outs.
Now for the Jays.
It's interesting to see how Ryan
Number 3, Grace
attacks the
Lilly.
plate or the
Number
pitch.
7, Mia
He's
Allen.
using that front leg to load. It's kind of an interesting
Number 12, Brianna Nelson.
way to time your
Number 13,
Yes.
Elizabeth
hit by
Wilson.
pitch right off the elbow, Dennis.
Oh, that's not a good place to be hit.
Number 17, Cody Mullins. Number 22, Alyssa Blue.
Now batting number 5, Mr. Bookie Jr.
Number 25,
We
Catherine
got
Lewis.
competing PA systems here.
The dueling PAs.
You gotta start all
Coach
over?
for the Jays. Assisted by Clark Howden.
Number 5, Bodie Schreiner,
And James Murray.
takes the first one low for a ball. Can't imagine that the Jays won't maybe try to do something different next year instead of having. I know it's nice to have these two together, but
Right,
probably
yeah.
need to rethink. Tanner Ferguson by the dugout can't quite come up with the play.
Everything he did everything but come up with it. Got over there quickly. But yeah, you can't have two varsity games going on at the same time that close together.
Yeah, especially when we talked about the safety of the fans. The
Right.
soccer people don't have any idea what's going on, and we foul the ball over into the crowd, and they scatter. And, that's probably something they need to rethink. I don't know that having a soccer game during a baseball game is going to work. It's called strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run on second base, and first base. A little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, hopefully we have that music over with, and maybe we can go back
Yeah, I
to
believe that was the Jays fight song that we just heard. For the soccer game, not for the...
for the soccer game. Fouled off down the third base line. Scatters the dugout. Carson battling here. Another ball in. Dresses the rubber. Looks in. Umpire puts the ball in play. Ball's hit out to right field, right to rider lines. Further out number 3.
So Crooksville's got one more chance as they were able to keep the Jays off the board. They did strand 2 runners. We head to the top of the 7th with Jefferson City still leading the Tigers 8-1. So got a lot of work to do in this 7th inning
I didn't realize you were coming out, Greg.
against a very tough pitcher.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's worked well. I would say the other thing he's done well is found where the umpire will call the ball.
Right.
Once he figured out that he would call that, on right-handed pitchers clear outside of the box. You live there. They can't do anything with it.
There's your pitch for the Jays, number 10, Mr. Woodward.
So, Jays have made the switch to number 10. Pitching for them is Lucas Barreto,
Interesting.
a junior.
Obviously just needs to
Right-hander.
get some innings in, some pitches in. But it's a good thing to have that pitcher out of there, so maybe we can have some success against the junior. He's about to complete his warm-up tosses.
Closes the book on Miller. In the 7th. So we're gonna have a pinch hitter also. Number 14 Corbin Denslow's come out on the take his warm-up swings.
So it's good
Corbin's
coach.
he's had some success as a pinch hitter.
Yeah, it's good that he's getting some bats in this game. And I can't emphasize enough. Right now, we need runners. There's no such thing as a 7-run home run.
Yeah, and
Starting back off with the Tigers, number 14, Mr. Corbin.
good at bats. Continue to see him. I thought that bat that Tanner took last inning was, winning that battle, and you get that call. You never leave it in the hands of the umpire, but up to bat number 9 is number 14, Corbin Dinslow.
Yeah, so we got a new pitcher, new hitter.
Ball low.
Corbin gets started with the ball.
Another ball.
So 2-0 quickly on Mr. Dinslow.
And a new pitcher, like you said, Corbin, the more he sees, the better you like it as a hitter. Like that one. Fouled it off down the first base side.
2-1.
Good cut. Curveball misses the outside corner.
3-1.
Takes the walk.
There's a start.
Now batting for the Tigers is number 4,
Now
Logan
batting number 4,
Lehman.
Mr. Lehman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Logan. Well, I FaceTimed him and then it said bad.
Corbin gets his lead at first base.
I just called him.
Logan shows bunt, back, takes a strike. Gets his sign from Coach Jordan. Back in the box. Corbin takes his lead. Ball low, bounces it.
Good, Jack.
Ooh. Corbin did jump on that pass ball. Catcher made a hard throw down to second base. Corbin just able to get in underneath the tag. Safe at second base.
So no one out with the runner in scoring position.
And it was a ball at the plate after he bounces it. Called strike on the outside corner. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Corbin Dinslow on second base.
Top of the 7th.
Another ball blocked by the catcher. Jays do lead us 8-1. We could get 7 in this inning and tie it up.
We definitely could. Or get 8 and win it.
Get 8 and win it. I like that, Dennis. So now the other crowd's on him. That's the same pitch that he's got time after time after time, and that one's not a strike. So now I don't know what is a strike.
New pitcher.
Another ball. So yep, maybe another pitcher. That's what I started to say earlier. Is you take those pitches because they weren't strikes before. So whenever he magically calls it a strike now, then that's when you get in trouble.
Right.
If you consistently call them same place every time,
Yes.
then you know. And I think that's why Jeff City are oohing and on over on this side. Questioning the umpire because the whole game, that has been a strike.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't get it that time, then they question it.
Now batting number 11, Mr. Carter Pinkerton.
Looks to me like it's been outside the whole game, but once you know. Number 11, Carter Pinkerton, up to bat. Man on first and second. Nobody out. Tigers got something going. So maybe depends on who's batting. I don't know. That's about the same place it was last time. Over for a strike. Left-hander, right-hander. They stand in a different place as a right-handed batter, left-handed batter. Low for a ball. Pass to the pitcher. No, he makes a diving play. Back. Always fun to have the catcher try to make the pitcher work to catch the ball when he throws it back. That's always interesting, Dennis.
Yes. Yes.
Hard hit ball into right field. Ball's cut off by the first baseman. That ball might have been catchable by the second baseman. That goes right back to what we just talked about, the sun.
Now batting number 2, Mr. Jason.
That ball was hit hard. The kid looked up, tracked the ball, looked right at the sun, and had no idea where that ball was at. So into right field, a hard hit ball. Now we have bases loaded with Jace Kent.
Nobody
up to
out.
bat. Nobody out. Swing and a miss.
0-1 on Mr. Kent.
I think he just likes to
Ball low.
Tigers have been given some opportunities for the top of the 7th. We've got to take advantage of all of them.
Who's that at? I don't know. So that was a ball, Dennis. I don't know. I don't know. Swing and strike.
First out of the inning.
I would like to think, Dennis, when you're in the top of the 7th inning, you know where the zone is.
One would think.
And I am more confused
It's been a
now
long
than the whole game.
There's been plenty of runners.
Yep, Jay stayed on that pitch, used his hands, and fouled it off. That was a good pitch, and he fouled it off. Maybe it wasn't what he was looking for, but he was able to stay back and fouled off with his hands, ran a good pitch. And that's fly ball out to right field. Oh, it just wasn't quite deep enough. He did put the ball in play, though.
Yes, he did.
Now batting number 23, Mr. Cole Kelly.
Number 23, Cole Kelly comes up to the plate. Swings
Goes
at
out
the
for the
first
first
pitch,
pitch.
fouled back.
0-1.
Tigers do have the bases loaded. One out. If we're going to do some damage, this is probably going to be it. We got our 3, 4, 5 guys up. Catcher goes out, talks to the pitcher. Oh, nasty curveball on the outside corner, swing and a miss. Stayed on that curveball and able to foul it off. Just missed that one, Dennis. Fouled it straight back. Just fouled down the third baseline. The way that ball was taken to the third baseman, that might be for the best. That might have been touch third and go to first for the double play. So, still 0-2. Got him reaching on the outside corner.
I hate to say, but that was a good pitch.
Ryder Lyons, number 21. Junior, Ryder
Now
Lyons
batting number
comes
21, Mr. Ryder Lyons.
up to bat. Is loaded. 2 outs.
2 outs.
Ryder Lyons up. Over for a ball. Inside. This kid's got a little sneaky velocity too. That ball was a little hit or threw extra, a little zip on it. There's a strike. Ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher.
Good block, saved at least one run.
Yeah, this boy doesn't let much get by him. In on the hands on Ryder, was able to foul it off down the first base side. Falls into the dugout off the screen. I like those big screens that they have put up here. That holds all the ball. Most of them are staying inside. Ball gets away from the catcher, not far enough. Hate to run yourself out of an inning right there. Good read. Pretty play here, Dennis. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ryder lines at the plate. Bases loaded. Everybody's going to be off with the pitch.
Yep.
And he takes ball 4.
So that forces in a run, and that makes the score 8-2. The bases are still loaded. There are still 2 out.
Now batting number 7, Mr. Luke Galloway.
Corbin comes in to score. We got Logan Lehman at third base. Number 7, Luke Cahalan up to bat. Carter Pinkerton is at second, and Ryder's at first. Ball 2 up high to Luke. Fouled off down the third base side.
2-1.
Ooh. Belt high fastball in for a strike.
2-2. Kirksville down to their last strike.
I'd like to see one of Luke's triples right here. Get it in the gap somewhere and watch him run. Oh, nasty curveball. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. And that's your ball game, Dennis. Well,
That's your ball game.
We were able to plate one. So the final score, 8-2.
Kirksville drops to 15-10 this season. The varsity will next be in action on Saturday when they play Ellsbury at 9 a.m. at Tiger Stadium. So get out there for that. And that's also Hall of Fame game. And there'll be another game that afternoon.
Yeah, we'll actually play St. Joe Lafayette at 1. So there'll be a doubleheader. And then in between that, at 11, Ellsbury plays St. Joe. So a lot of baseball out there at Tiger Field Saturday. Come out and see us for Hall of Fame. The Jeff City Jays are going to play. They play on 5-4 here at home against Liberty. So lots of baseball being played here in the school year coming to an end.
Yes.
I don't know. I know it wasn't exactly the win that we were looking for, Dennis, but
I'm gonna give you a hug.
so
I'm gonna have
Tiger. Continue to battle.
proud of you.
Took some good at bats. It's a good Jeff City team that they were pitching to.
Yeah, that record doesn't come close to
No.
describing the team we
You know,
played
in the
tonight.
past, I have seen some of the Tigers give up and maybe, slump over and take it. But they battled all the way. They had bases loaded in the game. So
Yes.
we battled all the way through.
Yeah, we did.
I think, that being said, we're going to sign off. Daniel Ferguson with Shane Thomas, Dennis Miller, and that's going to conclude our feed for this evening. We will be streaming for the JV game after this, correct?
Yep.